Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I just got back from grocery shopping. Whew, hot. It's barely 50 degrees out, and that to me, that's a perfect New England day. The air is cool, crisp, there's a slight breeze, it's beautiful. And then I come home, and my neighbor downstairs has her heat cranked. It's got to be 90 in my apartment. So I have all my windows open, my fan on. I'm just, It's like, it's a beautiful, perfect 50-degree day, gorgeous out, and she's got to ruin it by cranking the heat up. So, and it might as well be August again. Anywho, today's video is how I made my little tea towels. Now, first, I went on Amazon and I bought a bunch in bulk. Okay, we got green, yellow, blue, red, black. They are plain, because the ones with the flowers and decorations cost a lot more. I got these in bulk. They were very cheap. So, I looked at a bunch of different tutorials, and I kind of pick and choose what is more comfortable for me, because I don't like following patterns. I don't like counting. So, my first one I did in double crochet. Not happy with it. I think it's too many big holes. I mean, it's fine for my kitchen, but I'm like, I'd really rather, I think I'm going to do it in single crochet. So then I did another one. This one came out a little better. And then I made a red one for my neighbor because her kitchen's red, and that one came out even better. So each time we do something, comes out a little bit better. So I just want to go over with you what I did. Okay, that just fell on the floor. Okay, scissors, a pen, crochet hook, some buttons, and either an awl or a yarn needle. And some of them called for tape measure, but I didn't use mine. It's the cutest thing. I love that. Okay, I'm so professional. Okay, so instead of ordering buttons online, I cut them off my old clothes. Buttons. Trust me that there's buttons. I cut them off some old jackets I had in the closet. Okay. Oh, I forgot yarn. Just a minute. Okay, now let's get a blue towel. Was it blue? Oh, yeah, there's a blue. I thought it was black. Blacks and blues. Green, yellow, red, love them. Okay. Now, some of these suggest that you measure every ½ inch and mark it with your pen. Love this pen. But I did not do that, because mine already has a very pressed seam in it. So, you fold it like this. The bottom is here. The top is here. Fold it. It looks like it's going to be too big, but it's not. Then, position you down here so you can see what I'm doing. I just take, and I'm going to sew all the way across here with my yarn. Now let me show you what kind of stitch I'm going to use. Okay, first measure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lengths. So you'll have enough yarn to sew with. Then, to thread my yarn needle, I just fold the yarn in half. Squish it. And that works better than dealing with little fraying edges. See, I'm looking at the camera and not at what I'm doing. Okay, now you're going to tie it at the end just like you would if you were sewing. So you're going to have, if people don't sew, your needle here, 2 strands of thread, and at the end, you just give it a knot about 4 inches up. You're going to want a bit of a tail to weave in. Okay, there's your knot. Then you take your yarn with your thread, and from the back side, from underneath, you're going to poke a hole right on that seam as close to the edge as you can. The first one's a doozy because it's on the seam. Then you pull it up nice and gentle so nothing gets raveled. It's going to want to knot up on you. Okay, now when you get to the knot, just tuck that in there a little bit. Now, let me see if I can get you a little closer so I don't have to scooch here. My tripod is junk. Okay, now you're going to take your needle. You went up from underneath. Now you're going to go down in the top. Now just stay on that seam. If your towel does not come already pressed with a nice crisp seam like this, you can iron it. Or you can just fold it in half and mark it every ½ inch or so with a pen. A washable marker. Now about a ½ inch from there, you're going to go from the top down. Nice and gentle. It is going to want to catch on you, so just nice and gentle. This is the part that takes the longest. Once you get this part done, the rest goes really, really fast. But I also noticed if you don't take your time and do this part, see, I already got a mess up here. What did I do wrong? Are you kidding me? Did I mess this up? No. If you don't take your time and do it nicely, then you'll have little, like, holes where light shines through, and you want it nice and tight. So pull that. Okay, now you take your needle. Now from the underside, you're going to poke up, and you're going to poke right between. See? Right between. I forgot the name of this stitch. It's called something. Anybody knows, please let me know in the comments. Just nice and slow. That tail out of the way. Okay. Now, your next stitch is going to go into the top, right about here. Okay. One of mine, I got impatient and I started doing it farther apart, and it just doesn't look good. So take your time. Patience is not my middle name, but we can do it. Okay. Okay, now from the bottom, you're going to take your needle again and go up from the bottom into the center of that stitch. Pull it through. Now continue doing this all the way across. Okay. Now you're going to go in about here, and then go to the bottom, come back up right through the center of that stitch. Keep repeating that all the way till you get to the end.